Today is May 19th, 2018, and we're in Moline, Illinois. My name's Lauren Brom, and I will be interviewing Richard Goode for the Illinois Veterans History Project on behalf of the Moline Public Library. Richard was born on May 26, 1933, and is 85 years old. Also present is Sanjana Yerapathu. We want to thank you for being a part of the project and doing this interview. So, when and where were you born?
Mercer County, Illinois.
Who were your parents and what were their occupations?
Farming.
What was your life like before you got into the war?
I was a farmer.
You were a farmer?
Yeah.
Would you like to talk anything about your life before then?
Before what?
What was it like when you were a farmer?
Down at Taylor Ridge, Illinois.
Okay. Let's see. In what branch of the military did you serve?
I served in the Army.
Did you enlist or were you drafted?
What was that?
Did you enlist or were you drafted?
Drafted.
You were drafted?
Yeah.
What year was that?
Well, 1956.
Were you happy about this?
Well, I just took it with stride. I didn't mind serving the country.
Mm-hmm. What happened when you departed for training camp and during your early years of training?
What was that?
What happened during your early years of training?
In the Army?
Yes.
Well, I was in basic training at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, and I didn't like it too well, but I got used to it after 6 months.
Yeah. Did you make friends?
Oh, yes.
Have any stories you'd like to share?
What was that?
Do you have any stories you would like to share?
With my friends?
Yeah.
I had a good friend, Marvin Opp, from Glen Allen, North Dakota. Very good friend.
That's it. Do you still know him today?
Yes.
That's nice. Do you recall your instructors as well?
What?
Do you recall your instructors?
No.
No. Did you receive any specialized training?
I was in the motor pool. We repaired vehicles.
How did you adapt to military life? The physical life and the food and social life?
Yes.
Where did you serve?
56 and 57.
Where was this?
Yokohama, Japan.
How was that?
That was wonderful. Yeah.
You enjoyed that?
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, we had very good food at the mess hall, and our training was nice, and we got to see a lot of sightseeing and things like that.
What was your favorite part about that?
Oh, I suppose seeing the statue in Japan there, I really liked that. Went up there several times.
What did you do for recreation besides visiting that?
We just went around seeing a lot of the historical society projects and things.
Would you have any other stories you'd like to share?
No, I guess not.
Okay. How did you stay in touch with family and friends?
By mailing.
Mailing?
Yeah.
Did you do this often?
Huh?
Did you do this often?
Yes.
What kinds of friendships did you form while serving, and with whom?
Well, Larry Dahl and Marvin Opp, and he was from Dakota. He farmed there.
So you had a lot of friends that you had farming in common with?
Oh, yes. They was all farmers, mostly.
Mm-hmm. If you were on the front lines, what combat action did you witness?
Infantry.
Infantry. Do you have any, would you like to speak more about that?
No, I don't think I would.
Okay, thank you. Where were you when the war ended?
With the war action, I worked mostly in the rebuilding vehicles and stuff at the ordnance depot there, see.
And then where were you when the war ended?
I still stayed there.
Stayed there.
Yeah, for a while.
So how did you return home?
We came home on the boat.
On the boat.
We flew over and we came home on the boat. Flying over wasn't too good. One plane motor caught a fire and
That's not very
we had to dump the gasoline before we could land back at Hawaii, and that wasn't too good.
So that was yours?
A little tube of shark repellent about the size of your little finger, and they said don't break it unless you've seen sharks if we ditched.
How were you received by your family and community when you came home?
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
How did you readjust to civilian life?
Well, there was no problem. I never really unadjusted when I was going over.
Have you remained in contact with your fellow veterans?
Yes.
Many of them?
Yes, all of them, yeah.
Are you a member of any veterans organizations?
No, I'm not.
No. What have you done since separating from the military?
I've farmed.
Farmed?
Yeah.
Has the farming continued in your family?
Yes.
How did your wartime experiences affect your life?
I think we did better after we were in the military.
Your family?
Yes.
How is that?
I don't know exactly how it was. It just happened.
What are some life lessons you learned from military service?
Take care of your stuff better, your equipment, put it away better, and things like that.
How has your military service impacted your feelings about war and the military in general?
I don't really believe in it. It was just a useless cause, I guess.
What message would you like to leave for future generations who will hear this interview?
I would go to Canada. I wouldn't go there.
You would or wouldn't?
I would go to Canada.
Would
yeah.
go to Canada.
Yeah.
Why is that? Why would you go to Canada?
I don't know. A lot of people deflected to Canada. A lot of people did.
Your fellow veterans?
Yes.
Do you know why that is?
They didn't want to fight a useless cause.
Why? What stopped you from doing that?
I don't know. I didn't know no better then.
So, looking back, would you have done that instead?
Yes, I think I would have.
You would. Is there anything you feel that we have not discussed and that you would like to address?
No.
No. Are there any more stories from before the war, during, or after that you'd like to share?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, well, thank you for doing this interview. We appreciate it very much.